I've replaced the 7-inch pipe with an 8-inch pipe. Gives us a little bit more room. So what I'm doing here is finding the point of my shoulder and also the point of the croup. Bringing the wire down here to form the shoulder, the length of the shoulder. You find a pair of calipers. I know I have some here. Since this is a 10-inch horsey, we'll have a 4-inch head. And for today's purpose, we're going to use that. That'd be the length of his shoulder from his withers. Give yourself a little extra room. Doesn't need to be a full 4 inches, but enough because you're going to put clay on that. Let's see what that looks like. That's about right. So to secure this, I'm going to take some 10 by 3/4 screws, wood screws, and I'll also use some 6 by 1-inch drywall screws. I put the screws inside the T next to the wire to take up the space. I think you could probably use a regular screwdriver. Might be more efficient than me. Well, phooey. So that's good and snug in there. I still have a little slop, so I'm going to run up this drywall screw this way. Be careful and don't run it through your hand. Okay. I'm going to bend it at that approximately 4-inch mark. Now you've got these two long wires. They're going to form the bottom line of his belly. So run this one, we'll run this one up through his pelvis we'll use that for his tail. So you see we're getting the bottom line of his belly there. This other one we're going to run back up this way, across his back. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get it closer. How's that look? So let's turn his tail down. So you can see we're bringing it across his back. And we're going to come down through the shoulder line. This would be approximately where the spinal cord would come out of his spine, and his vertebrae would be up here, and his thorax or his throat would be coming in there. So bend that over here thusly. Let's see. It's a little long yet. So from the point of his shoulder to the last vertebra is 1 head length, and this will be 1 head length here as well. You're going to have to just work with this and find out where your head needs to go. But that's what we're going to do right now. I'm going to trim this off. That's still more wire than we need. I'll trim it off his tail as well. So we started with 9 feet of wire. Let's see what we have here. It's a little over a foot. It's about almost 2 feet. So you really just need, I would say, to be safe, 7 feet, 7 to 8 feet of wire to get to this point. Now, what I have left here, I'll save that back and use for legs. This is 1/8 aluminum armature wire. Do not use electrical wire. It will not serve you well. But the pipe fittings I get from a company called Supply House. Their website is supplyhouse.com. Look up 1/8 pipe fittings. These are black pipe fittings. They have galvanized and black. I just use the black because I prefer it over the galvanized. For whatever reason, I'm not sure. So see, we're secure here. If you wanted to make this more secure, I use zip ties sometimes, electrical zip ties. So, and to do that, what I would do is I would just run it around the belly. Or you go toward the back or the front and pull it up so that won't reach out and poke you from the side. So that will just secure that a little better. And I'll do it here as well. So, and I'll just come back and trim the ends off that. This is all end up getting covered up with clay, so it doesn't really matter exactly where it is. So again, start with a 7-foot piece of wire, double it, take the loop end for the pelvis, run it through the plumbing tee, and we'll tip these up a little bit to give yourself some room from the top of his back down to, this would be better in the core of the sculpture rather than closer to the top. You come up to the top of the withers like that, down to the point of the shoulder with both wires. Coming back this way, one runs up through the loop that is your pelvis, forming the tail. The other one comes up through the loop and goes back toward the front, bringing it between the wires to simulate the actual bone structure of the horse in this point. Now, when you're ready to do legs, we can do another little short video on that. If you have any questions, give me a call or send me a text or email me. I will respond, and I hope this is helpful.